What's going on, guys? GMB back with another video. Shout out to all the new subscribers, man. I appreciate your support. Salute to all the grown men out there handling their motherfucking business. And as you fellas can very well see, this is yet again another Hard Hat Chronicle. I hope you fellas are continuing to take care of yourself spiritually, mentally, physically, and financially. Check this out, guys. For many of you who have been subscribed to me for a long time, man, you remember I started my first YouTube channel back in 2016. What inspired my channel was the fact that I had a friend of mine, a co-worker, who had taken his own life behind a broken relationship. And it affected me, some terrible, man. I knew the guy for a long time, man. A great guy, man. He really was. And I felt like I could honor his memory by touching other brothers who were going through the same circumstance and maybe give them hope, maybe inspire them to, stay the course, work on their confidence, work on their self-esteem, work on self-improvement, becoming the best version of themselves. But around November of 2019, my channel was terminated by YouTube. I guess I was going a little too hard, around that time, but I pretty much was gonna give up. Fortunately, guys like Alpha Kingdom, Book of Alpharonomy, Steph is Cold, we used to talk behind the scenes back then, and they convinced me to stick around and start over again. And this is where this channel comes from. But I said that to say this, man. I'm still on that path. But the truth is, I'm one of you guys. The things that I talk about, for the average everyday brother, the working class blue collar brother, the guys who's trying to find their way in the world, I'm one of you. Yes, I may be experienced in a lot of different fields, and I'm able to talk about it and be transparent about the things that I've witnessed and the things that I've experienced. With that being said, I've went through a lot of the things that I talk about. And I can understand where a lot of brothers are coming from. I've been at the bottom. I've been in that pit of despair. I've been in misery. I've suffered. You understand what I'm saying? I know how it feels to feel like you're losing everything. Like there is no hope left. I talked to one of my subscribers on Instagram yesterday who messaged me and told me how my content actually changed his life. It brought him out of a real dark place. And it inspired me to tell you guys some things. This is an image of me not long ago, where I kind of fell off the grid for a little while. As you can tell, I had lost a considerable amount of weight. I wasn't eating, I wasn't sleeping, I was self-destructing. And even though I talk about these things all the time, when it actually hit me, I didn't know what to do. I was actually lost. I even went through some of my old content to try to find my way and take my own advice. But it still didn't work. It was only until my brother, my baby brother, had a conversation with me one night. And at that point, I hadn't eaten for 3 fucking days. And when I used to eat in portions. Maybe some bread, some water. I used to tell myself, I was talking to myself. I was so out of my wits. I would tell myself, eat, bruh, eat. And it was one of the lowest points of my motherfucking life, bruh. Woo. I wouldn't wish that shit on my worst enemy. But in the conversation with my brother, he told me, which he called me by my nickname that my family uses, but I will just say G. He said, G, bruh, I love you. You've been through so much in your life. You've endured so much. The great man that you are, the great man that you have become, you've inspired people not only through your YouTube and social media, but you've affected people's lives in real life. Is this your end? Will this, after all you've been through, will this be your ultimate end, man? Will this be the way that you go out because of this situation. He even talked about the things, the people, the person. It's like, man, look at this person. You're going to go out because of that? You can't be serious. You're gonna let something like that destroy you after all you've endured, all you've overcame, all that you've persevered through. This is gonna be the end. And I just can't sit idly by and watch you do this to yourself, man. What happened to the bad motherfucker that you used to be? What happened to the person that was confident, that took pride in being a man, the brother that taught me how to pick himself up and go after his goal and his purpose? Is this your end? And I'm not even gonna lie, man. I got emotional by hearing my baby brother talk to me like that and tell me that he's witnessing the demise of such a great man. From that day forward, I started to pick my goddamn pieces up. And to this day, I'm still picking up the pieces. I'm not where I want to be, but I'm getting there. Day by day. I say minute by minute, hour by hour, day by day, week by week, I am progressing. I am getting to the point where I want to be, getting to my goals, man. And you know what? What actually happened? Once I started picking my pieces up, once I started pushing forward, once I developed that routine, that hobby, that daily routine, the task of improving myself, I started attracting the right people in my life, people that could actually help me. I was having IRS problems, to be honest, tax problems that was hovering over my head. God sent the right person into my life to help me fix those issues. The financial woes solved. If you notice in that picture, those wings in the background, that wasn't by design. That was basically telling me that God was with me. He has a purpose for us all, man. So yes, we have our times, man. We have our moments. This is why I'm so passionate about telling you, sometimes you have to get knocked down. You understand what I'm saying? You have to feel like you've lost everything. And at that point, either you self-destruct and you die, you wither away and die. Or two, you reinvent yourself. You find the things that are important to you. You find yourself. The most important thing you will ever find on this planet. And yes, you can get in the gym, you start doing productive things for your life, developing a routine of your hygiene, taking care of your body physically, looking good, smelling good, dressing better, working on your attire, working on your vocabulary, working on being a more, personable person, having personality, building your self-esteem, walking with a purpose, moving like a goddamn man. Yes, I am a witness to that. I've come a long way from that goddamn picture. And I guess losing that weight actually helped me. You understand what I'm saying? I lost all my damn fat. And now you look around. I was 178 pounds. I had fallen from 210 pounds to 178 pounds, man. Over stress, anxiety, worry, despair. Oh my goodness. Yes, that was me. Now you fast forward. I'm back up to 205 pounds of mostly muscle. I got my ass in that gym. I started eating more healthy. I started cutting out a lot of the bad habits like drinking and all that stuff, man. I started reading and researching. Started a business. I did all that because I already had the tools inside of here to become the best version of myself. And I was not going to be broken by anyone or anything. I tell you guys all the time, you're better than that. Yes, we make mistakes. We trust the wrong people. We believe in the wrong people. We invest in the wrong people. We love the wrong people. But at the end of the day, still have an opportunity to rectify the situations. You have to take that shit on the chin and know, yes, and know in your heart of hearts, yes, I made a mistake. You know, I was deceived. I was taken for granted. Ultimately abandoned and left for dead. But guess what? There's a diamond in those rocks over there. You understand what I'm saying? There was something inside of me that triggered something that was always there, but I never could really I couldn't harness it. And so, yes, I needed to go through what I went through to reinvent myself, to pick myself up, find my passion, find my purpose. I'm not so much a different guy. It's just my way of thinking is different. The way I view the world is different. The way I view relationships and people is different. In my case, the warning signs were already there. The red flags were always there. I just chose to ignore them. I even had people who genuinely care about me warn me about the situation prior to getting into it, but I didn't believe them. I chose to give other people the benefit of the doubt and believe them. And I was a fool. But guess what? Everything happened for a reason. I needed that to happen. And some of you guys who have experienced these things needed it to happen to you. The guy, the subscriber that reached out to me via Instagram yesterday, I want to salute you, brother. It was only after he went through his situation that he was able to find his niche. The goal of being in law enforcement. He found that. He got into it. He has a career now. He has built his body up. You understand what I'm saying? He's dressing differently. He's an entirely different person than what he was in that relationship, because I tell people all the time, a lot of the times, man, when you develop you get comfortable, you get complacent, you develop a codependency on the other person, and you start losing sight of your goals, your ambitions, your purpose, because you start to put more of yourself, pouring more and more into yourself into your relationship. You start to get to the point where you're focusing on maintaining that relationship and keeping a happy household more than keeping yourself happy and maintaining yourself or building yourself. And that's a terrible place for a man to be. You should always have ambitions, man, and be inspired to increase your value. Love yourself. People will let you down, man. You got to make sure you don't let yourself down. You know, people will leave you. People will forsake you. Even your shadow leaves you when it gets dark. You understand me? But at the end of the day, it's left up to you to find your peace of mind, your happiness, being at peace with the decisions that you make. If people are not adding value to your life, you have to cut the cord on them. When you notice red flags in people, these people are not going to change. The only people that change are the people who want to change. Most of these people go from person to person to person to person. They never heal themselves. They never go through the trauma of being forced to pick themselves up. And eventually, those house of cards will come crumbling down on you, man. You can't become codependent on people. You can't become codependent on social media. You can't become codependent on drugs, alcohol, all that bullshit, man. You have to use yourself and your circumstances, the things that you go through, as fuel to increase your value, to become the best version of yourself. That's the only way. You have to look in the mirror and diagnose what's the problem. Because a lot of the times the problem is in here. Yes, I know a lot of you guys have went through some traumatic experiences. Some of y'all had some fucked up childhoods, man. I understand that. And a lot of y'all genuinely have good hearts, and you see the good in everyone. You give people the benefit of the doubt, but you have to understand the world is not going to treat you good just because you're a good person. It doesn't work like that. The people who has the biggest hearts, the people who have the most caring hearts, the people who have the most to give, have, so much to give. Those are the people that normally get taken for granted, used, discarded, treated like shit, man. So yes, you can still be a good person, but you still have to move accordingly. You have to set standards and boundaries of the shit that you're not gonna tolerate. You're not gonna be someone's options. You're not gonna be someone's, being breadcrumbed by people. You're not gonna be the person that people can always depend on and turn to when they have problems and they don't reciprocate that to you. Nah, you're not gonna live that life. You're not going to be so trusting and giving and caring. You're going to vet people. You're going to pour into people that pour into you. A lot of these people that you interact with, man, they have a lot of trauma, a lot of toxicity within themselves, and they're never going to fix those issues. And understand that what you allow is what is going to continue. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow. You don't let people use you, man. Understand who you're dealing with. Don't fall in love with the representation of a person, the representative, the mask. Because you'll quickly realize at the end, when the mask will fall off and the true, deep-rooted, freaking demonic entity, which is that person, will reveal itself. And you will see the ugly truth that lies beneath that mask. Do you feel me? And that's all I wanted to say in this video, guys. Y'all like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Click that notification bell at the bottom and I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace. I'm out of here.